this can be a jacket also.
They put in a lot of efforts in every song and every performance.
It's all about their struggles and how they are all different, but the feminism concept, the feminism, the core quality of feminism, which is unity, helping women.
So I've done it over here like 2-3 times, and then finally I got to this. And there's a zipper here. So when I wear it, it looks very beautiful and elegant.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Rahul here, and yeah, I know it has been a long time that I didn't have made any videos because I have been like छोटा सा tour पे गया था यार, like काम. I was like a little bit frustrated, and even like our whole family went. So yeah guys, in this video like I'm going to share my like मैं अपने कॉलेज में ISDI Parsons Mumbai में एज अ रिव्यूअर गया था. लाइक मुझे लाइक स्टूडेंट्स के वर्क को लाइक रिव्यू देना था, लाइक हाउ इज़ इट एंड ऑल दैट, लाइक बिकॉज दे वर लाइक जस्ट स्टेपिंग इनटू लाइक फैशन वर्ल्ड, लाइक फर्स्ट ईयर के स्टूडेंट्स थे. तो या इट वाज लाइक अमेजिंग सेशन, अमेजिंग डे. लाइक आई हैव स्पेंड, लाइक इट वाज माय ड्रीम टू come as a reviewer, and Solange ma'am and Pooja like they just literally like give that opportunity to me, and thank you to them. And like just see like how students just do their hard work and all that. And first year hoke bhi they did a great job. I just really liked their work, and yeah, so just guys enjoy it.
So it was inspired by an artist called Agnes Martin. So she only draws grid, which is a depiction of her truest and deepest feelings. So does my collection, talks about that. So I wanted to talk about sustainability. So I got inspired from her prints, the thing that she paints. So I've shown my silver that I wanted to use, the sustainability, the print that I wanted to put in my garment. These are my darling nice watches. So these are my iterations. These are my colorways.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, the project was basically imagination to execution. We started with ideating to come to our final product. So my entire collection is called Funky Monkey, inspired from the theme graffiti art. So it speaks about breaking rules, breaking all barriers, using a lot of colors. So basically it's like all around India graffiti art is not allowed, it's banned. So I've taken that as my inspiration. So this is my visual board. This is the primary research I've done. I went all around Mumbai clicking pictures. So this
Where all you have been?
this was Bandra, the wall art place, and then this was in near Marine Lines. And some images I don't know because I come during workshop and I randomly click pictures. So this is my concept board, which is really pop, which is very, all very bold. Talks about more of cartoon. And this is my mood board, very pop and very loud. I use a lot of colors. This is my color stories. I've used orange, pink and blue, and yellow is my accent color. Swatches. These are my swatches. This I've used prints. These I've used different materials together and I've toned them in the middle to give the pink color effect come out. And this I've done quilting. And then for embellishments, again applique. And this is spray paint. I put paper on top of it and then put paint all over it. This was applique. And this was again embellishments. Tie-dye. And this was pleats which I've used for my final garment. And this was safety pin. So my accessory was the scarf. I've just done it in another way. That was the idea I chose. I mean, I went with the last one. These are the colorways. Like I told, I've chosen pink, blue, orange, and yellow. So these are one of my colorways. Blue and orange. Technically flat sketches. So this is the garment. This is where the collar is supposed to come. Full length sleeve, the placket, and symmetrical hemline. And for this I had to do colorful pleats. I've used colors like yellow, blue, and orange and pink. All four of them. The pants which has a elastic behind and a waist belt front. This is the crop top which has a zip behind. Crop plain. So this was the process pictures of making the sleeve. And this is the final garment. This is the iteration. This is how the sleeve has turned out. And that's how the crop top. The scarf.
Color board, and I wanted to work with gold because since I was going for luxury design, I wanted to incorporate gold as well. So the colors that I have chosen, I wanted to see how gold will interact with all of them. Okay, so this is a consumer profile board. As you can see, I've chosen the age group of 30 to 50, and the reason why I've chosen this certain age and age group, and specifically female and those who are upper class. So they have to be people like housewives or like real estate agents who host dinner parties, purchases like a lot of, goes for shopping and rather enjoys offline rather than online shopping. These particular kind of people are the target audience because they go for more of like structure, they go for more of the fit, they go for more of the look of the garment. These were the brands that I got inspired by, especially Zimmermann has a lot of like old school touch to it. So when I thought of Art Deco, it's from the 1920s. I wanted to include something historical from it, and Zimmermann definitely incorporates that, as you can see with the bell sleeves and everything. Yeah, so Sherry Hill is actually kind of one of my favorite brands. She definitely inspires a lot of my work, and a lot of her silhouettes. I think her silhouettes inspired my collection because there are a lot of A-line, also her sleeves are very like loose, which is kind of my style. I really like that. Also, most of her clothes are very fitting. So I've done it over here as well. So I've created like a bodycon dress, but since the fabric is muslin, I'm not able to get that stretchy feeling from it. So that's the only drawback. And as well, these were supposed to be stretchy as well, so it's easily fitted onto the body because as you can see, it's attached to the back. So it's like a slip-on. But here is where I have to stitch it over here and as well come down and stitch it. So like these gaps over here create like the architectural structures that I was looking in the Art Deco. So yeah, I wanted to definitely incorporate fabric manipulation in it. So yeah, that's about it.
So my three designers are Rahul Mishra, Victor and Joff, particularly the 2017 collection, and Christian Agnewe. So I've taken these designers because they explore a lot in embellishments, and they also have like Agnewe has a very minimalism and elegance type of style. Rahul Mishra takes inspiration from nature, which I love, and that's why I got inspired by these particularly designers. So this is the final garment. I've used denim, and it's a V-neck. I've attached a zipper behind, and I tried using different shades of denim so that it shows like two pieces coming together, creating this. And the silhouette, I've used like a butterfly wing because often we see butterflies, they have broken wings, but yet they look very beautiful. So I tried putting that here. This is my process. This is my accessory. Thank you.
fabric research, I did not find anything that could fit my fabric and the color, and when I did find it, they did not have it. So I had to change my color afterwards. So this is my color. This is my color board. Then next slide. So my client page. I am I have a K-pop stan, and if you know, not a Blackpink stan, I'm a BTS stan, but I chose them because, like, if you know, their stage performances are like very grand, and they do put in a lot of efforts in every song and every performance. So I thought that, you know, a costume that is, you know, based on Greece would also, you know, be a good concept for them. So usually they are, you know, around 17 to 25 years old. That's their age limit. And yeah, basically it's a stage outfit. In my designer research, I researched for designers who have already worked on such projects like Greek fashion, and then I took inspiration from all the fabrics and colors they used. So Zuhair Murad, I'm a huge fan of his. Then next slide, we have Chanel, and then Valentino. My colorways, these are the illustrations. These are my accessories. This one I'm wearing, and this one. So I made this. This is using cartridge paper because, like, the feathers were very expensive, and I had to actually wanted to put a hairband, but then I couldn't really figure out how to put the hairband because, like, the hairband was not holding the weight of this, and one itself is pretty heavy, so two of them would be very heavy. So I could
Just hold it like this for me once. No, it's like on your face.
on my face.
Please look at a fan also.
Yeah, it is multi-purpose. And then I thought if you use, you know, a ear cuff, then you can, you know, wear it like that.
And there's this whole Gigi Hadid look with the metal.
So yeah, that is. These are my activation accessories. This one is polyester based. It's not, this is polyester based. What happened was, here is the story. So I took this and then you know, there was no kapda left. So I had to run again and I had to buy, but then they did not have the same fabric. So I had to get another fabric, which is, if you look it up close, then you'll see the difference. Otherwise, it's not as visible. And then, and it is free size. So it's a cape, so which makes it free size. And the skirt itself is like, that is also free size. You just wrap it around. So any size will wear it. These are my mock-ups. Yeah. So I embellished all of the. I made a lot of mistakes during the garment. What I did was I stitched this on the kapda first. But then I realized that I cannot do the hem when the embellishment is there. So that is one thing I learned. Then, and then there is like, there are tiny mistakes, but then I'm learning from it.
That we were given a few topics that included sci-fi and history and pop culture. And then pop culture is something that really interests me. So I took that. And I was thinking, like, you know, what should I do? And then I was... So basically, I took the topic Rekha, like a celebrity as Rekha, because Indian pop culture is not talked about a lot, and I love her. I'm absolutely obsessed with her aesthetic, like her style, and she's an icon, and she's lived an amazing career. So for my concept, again, I'll talk about Rekha a little bit more. So as I was growing up, my grandmother, she loved her. Like, she used to talk about her a lot, like her style, even like the way she dressed. Like, she was very influenced by that, and that's why that gave me like an idea to take that further and create this project. And even the way, like, she has been a scandalous queen, and Like she's had so many scandals and she's been mistreated a lot, but she's always like stood up for herself, and that's why something that is some people should really inspire by. And again, my concept of pop culture, that she, like all over, when you go on Pinterest and you type Rekha, you see all these memes, and it's just beautiful.
Feminism, and it's all the protagonists are women, and it's all about their struggles and how they are all different, but the feminism concept, the core quality of feminism, which is unity, helping women, is what I have done, and that's the code for all for one and one for all. So I was just like entertainment and feminism is what I joined, because we got the list of topics. So this is just what the series is all about, how they are different, all their professions are different, their personalities are different, but still they come together. So as they're like 4 imperfect women, 1 perfect friendship. So how they are connecting with each other. So the same thing, there's a brief on that. So because I wanted to portray a message through my collection, and that is why using the series I took out the stereotypes which they are even facing and how they are struggling with it and how they're overcoming together, how they're solving these problems. And these are the keywords which I like, and this is a more detailed like messages, what the concept is all about. So that is because a lot of people, we don't know who have seen, who has not seen, so that is why I like detailed research about the four protagonists. These are the names and the actors who have been portraying it. So instead of full reading, there's like the gist, that she's very headstrong, she's a full ambitious woman, and she's bisexual and fierce and like gym person, gym freak, and like she's a single independent woman single independent mother who's trying to overcome the taunts in the world. And she's a bubbly and a cheerful, who's been, focused like body shaming and all because she's a bit fat. So these are all the traits now. The slogans which depict these personalities. So simple yet bold is my perspective towards that. These are the mood boards for that. There are 3 mood boards and concept boards. And we can go. You can go. Then this is the color palette. The color palette on the screen is looking off. You can see the next one. And so yeah. So as I mentioned, the main aim is like I could have divided my concept into according to personalities, but my point is to unite them, and that is why my the head consumer research is also about like women, focusing in general women who are in favor of, who are struggling and who wants to portray these things. Next one. So this is like a small poster which I had created using the colors which I had selected. So this is the consumer board. So basically focusing on all body forms and all types of women, in all the professions and not just confined to one. So this is the research on flowers and everything, the translucent plastic and everything. This is full patchwork, and this is fusing. So there was fusing left from a CTS. Okay, you can see the lines are like bit that because the cutting was that. So basically using, so I have put original rose flowers, dried flowers, scrap fabrics, some beads, and then fused it and then patchwork. Then I have also done quilting here. So I have, instead of using a cotton or something, I have used scrap fabrics as a thickness, and I have stitched it. And this is all tissue paper and glue. And the rest is the typography, because which you'll see ahead, like my concept is more towards slogans which I've created, and that's why, and the S stands for sustainability, that perspective. So I created like one is simple paint, which can go like printing paint and that, and one is like beadwork if you like a bit fancy. like that. And even like this, it's like mix of patchwork. And these are like I painted the fabric first and I did the bead work on it.
Pretty cool, bro.
Make sure it's quirky enough. So as you can see, unsuccessful marriage, like it's indicating the women. So one of the character in FOMO shorts didn't have an successful marriage. She is a divorcee, and that's why. So in the series you see that she's getting torn. She's getting a lot of hate comments and all in the job, in normal life, in family, in job, everywhere. Her promotion is stuck due to the reason being single mother. Also, people say you're desperate if you're single mother. So those elements I have put and I've created these slogans. And because as a designer we want to like cut down. I mean, I could have just write a whole statement, but to make it different, I like use the symbol of not equal to and create these slogans. And you can go ahead. And these are the like one occasion, the t-shirts. So I put all the slogans to put. And this is the one I'm printing. I didn't put it. The printing is a bit off, but
It looks pretty.
there's like 50. Ma'am, you can show the mock-up also. So this is all the mock-up I put in. And the colors, the mesh, it's like the blend of everything, how everything is uniting. That's why my color palette, all the colors, I put the mesh work. And this is the and this is the highlight. These are the sources for the fabric research and all. So like the most important thing was like I collaborated with like BD students. So what ma'am used to tell, like we as every students we need to collaborate with people and all. Like even like I even asked for CD people, as an opinion for the gradient and everything, the font. So each discipline works like they collaborate. So that's the biggest learning. And especially for me, daily wear is like a very different, unique concept because I am a person who makes like cartoons and like like very quirky stuff. For daily wear it's like a bit but I wanted to like try because I've been already doing this like since first semester, and that is why I created a daily wear. Thank you.